Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube, my name is Nur Muhammad from NWatch and we are back with the full review of this Merkur vintage military piece. I'm just gonna be calling it Merkur Tritium field watch, right? Okay, so they don't really have any official name for this particular thing, but yeah, still, when you quite one look at it, you guys will know what this is an homage of, right? And if you are still wanting to get something, if you're thinking to get something during this AliExpress Black Friday sales, which will be happening from 23rd until 30th of November, this one, all right, this one is retailing for 169 bucks, but you could get it for 131 bucks, and for that money you've got an excellent watch, in my opinion at least. And you know what, and of course I'm going to be talking about the good and the bad of this particular thing. So if you want to know more about this watch, let's cue the intro. Alright guys, so this is my full review of this Merkur British military, they said the British military tritium watch. Alright, let's talk about the dimension of this particular piece. So the diameter is 39mm from here to here, and the thickness of 12mm from the top of this dome sapphire crystal, and lug to lug is 47mm and 20mm lug width. So basically what you see here is an homage of a certain marathon officer's watch, which came in 36mm in diameter and 16mm lug width. So things looks like they are improving, basically they are doing something little bit different compared to the original, but there are a few things that I don't like. First up is this screwed bars, right? So they don't have any, these things they don't come with a just a drill lugs, but they do come with this double-headed flat screwed screw bar, which is very annoying, because you have to have two screwdrivers, so one from here and one from here, and if when you want to unscrew the screw bars, and what it does is that you can sometimes slip, and that is what happened to this particular watch. Let's just find the scratch that I've put on it. Yep, one over here and one over there, I think. So we will do a macro shot later on, right? So that is one thing that I don't really like. And the second thing that I don't like, this is just my particular preference guys, my personal preference, I just don't like a hand wind movement, which is quite an excellent movement, by the way, because I've handled a what do you call it, ATA 1801 on the Hamilton Khaki mechanical field watch, and that one feel almost similar to this one. So yeah, basically 40 turn of this crown will give you maybe 30 hours each of power reserve, which brings me to the third point, which is the unavailability of the information for this particular moment. So I've searched through this AliExpress listing, it's just mentioned mechanical movement. Even in the Merkur's website, there is no mention about the name of the particular movement. Let's just say it is a movement from Merkur, but there's no mention of the power reserve or even the beats. But of course, the beats per hour, you can see that it is quite slow, so I'm going to assume that this is 21,600 beats per hour. But yeah, still power reserve is still a mystery. But based on what I wear, how I wear this thing, yeah, it definitely lasts more than 1 day. So 2 days, maybe not, but yeah, still that's not too bad, right? For 131 bucks during the sale. So this is a great bargain, which I will go for the next. Let's just go through the good thing about this particular piece. I think this is a bargain, right? So why do I say that this is a bargain? Basically, if you go through the AliExpress listing right now, can you find another watch that is using tritium tube and is with a case and beautiful as this one? And it's not an original design, by the way, but yeah, still for the build quality that Merkur has, it comes with sapphire crystal. All these hands are well built, in my opinion. 131 bucks guys, so yeah, you can't go wrong. Of course, on top of that, you've got this awesome Merkur travel pouchy thingy, all right? And of course, it didn't come with this particular leather strap, but it came on a nylon strap, which in itself is quite nice. See that? So I don't really want to put that strap, because once you put it on, I just can't swap it out to another strap, because it is a bit thick and it will not pass this this tight space between this spring bar, not spring bar, this screw bar. So yeah, that's not a good thing, I guess. Of course, mechanical movement, tritium tubes, and this very super duper legible dial. And we have a, I think there's no blue anti-reflective coating here, but it does the job. And of course, the single dome sapphire crystal really makes it difficult to photograph, but in the video it looks okay, not that bad, although I do prefer a flat sapphire crystal. So the styling of the dial, right, so it is typical, right, so on what you found on a military watch such as this original Marathon GPQ. So this is again 36 millimeters, but it is using a carbon fiber case. Well, it's plastic and this one is of course stainless steel, and you can see the difference 36 and 39 makes, although I can pull it off. I basically I can use both of these size of watches, right? The dial is super duper legible, so you can see the Merkur printed, or maybe the logo is somewhat have this black ghost style branding there, military Tritium H3. H3 is the code name for tritium, so which is good. And yeah, on this Marathon you can see that we have this radioactive printing. That means that, you know, this tube contain radioactive materials, but still it is not you know, it will not harm, you know, us now. So yeah, I have no idea. Anyway, so the difference between the real thing or the officer watch versus this one is like this one has this black chapter ring at the outer side, maybe to accommodate this smaller dial on a bigger case, so that might be the case. And the hands are a bit different, but still a super duper legible dial, right? The case, yeah, there's not enough curve to it, it's rather flat. There you can see there's scratches over there, and we have this Merkur logo on the crown, and the crown is very easy to use because it's quite large. It's about 7 mil, so yeah, easy to use. Of course, you can adjust the time, just pull it. Okay, so hold on, just once to pull it, so you can adjust it accordingly. So that's nice. And the back, the case back, yeah, let's just again show the case back. So you can see here there is a few numbers that you don't really want to, it doesn't really mean anything, to be completely honest with you. Right, so 80, the weird thing about this particular piece is that it has this 80 millimeters, so 80 meters water resist. And yeah, I don't know, so it doesn't really mean anything, because yeah, I did wear this in the shower, and it didn't cause any damage to the watch. So 3 position adjusted hand winding movement, military watch design, stainless steel special treatment. No idea what the special treatment means, but yeah, still you just can't go wrong with 131 bucks, right? Anyways, let's just put on some macro lens and see how the watch looks under the macro lens. Let's just okay. So yep, the printing is nicely done, I think. So there's no oh my god, okay, there's no smearing or smudges there on the printed surfaces. And the hands, of course, it's just a white painted hands with the tritium tube glued on top of it. And the only thing that separates this from, I think, the Marathon is that there's no tritium tube on the second hand. So those are printed with C3 Super Luminova, and all these big hour markers are printed in C3 Super Luminova, and the hour indices are all in tritium tube. And the case is this bead blasted style case, so you can't really see any, how to say, special finishing there. And you can see this, yeah, no, it's this side. Yeah, I've scratched the thing, so right about there, and maybe one more on here, I think. So yep, the crown is nicely done as well. And really, there's nothing really to talk about for this particular dial, other than it is excellent for the price, right? Okay, you've noticed that I've put it on this leather strap. This is from Vario, and I think it looks cool. But of course, you can always put it on a single pass strap, such as Let me just put it on something else. This red one from lovewatchstrap.com. So awesome looking thing. What did they call this strap? I just can't remember, man. Alright, I think that was cool. What do you guys think about that? And of course I can put it on something else, which is another strap from Love Watch Strap. This is what Love Watch Strap. This is called the Field Tornado. So you notice that I only put this on a single pass strap because it's quite a thick watch. It's not, you know, not really that 13mm thick, but still for a field watch I think they could have made it a bit thinner because it is using a, you know, mechanical movement. But yeah, still it is okay, not that bad. So you know what, let's just do a quick wristwatch check. Today I am wearing my Ball Fireman Dux Unlimited, another Tritium tubes watch. Of course, if you want to go Swiss and you want titanium, Ball is the one to go, right? And let's just put it on my 6.75 or 17 centimeters wrist circumference and see how it feels. Right, so, and yeah, I think it looks cool. It is very comfortable, although this is not a titanium watch, but then it's still very easy to use. So I've used this all day long, and because I do love the styling, and of course I love Tritium watches. Right, competitors for this particular piece, if you are looking at AliExpress, other than this Carnival, this is a Carnival field watch that used to cost about 80 bucks, and they no longer produce this particular Carnival watch with these Tritium tubes. I don't know why, but if you want to get one of these, they're no longer sold. The ones that you would find on AliExpress are all using C3 superluminova on the indices. So this one did come with Tritium tube. I never lied about that, right? So anyways, so yeah, 80 bucks, 130 to 160 bucks. And the other competitor is of course the real deal. This is the Marathon GVQ. You can find this for about maybe 200 bucks, I think. So yeah, sometimes you can get it cheaper. And of course this 700 or 800 bucks Ball watch from Switzerland. Anyway, so let's just go check the lume, or in this case the Tritium tube. Let's just put it side by side according to the price point. Right, I guess this is going to be a bit difficult, but I'm going to be showing you a bit. Yeah, you see that it is quite difficult to see the Tritium tubes under this type of lighting, but trust me, it glows, right? So you can see that we have this this one has a blue Tritium tube. So like it's difficult to see. It actually has blue Tritium tube, so that is why it doesn't really correspond to this particular UV light, but trust me, it is there. And this is the C3 superluminova on the indices, and check out those hands. You can see that we have those green tubes for the indices and orange tube for the indices on the 12 o'clock. So this is the Merkur. And if you check out the Marathon, again, green tube on the hour indices and orange tube on the 12-hour marker. And the most attractive of the bunch is of course this Ball watch, right? I just love this thing. When it glows in the dark, it looks absolutely awesome. You know what, let's just maintain the angle and check out the Carnival again. So yeah, blue lume, you just can't see it, but trust me, it is there, right? So that is how the competitors looks like. So of course there are a few other brands such as Yilang and everything, so that's going to cost a bit much for an AliExpress brand. But if you want something that has Tritium tubes with you know, for less than 200 bucks, I don't think you can go wrong. Or maybe I missed something. So if you guys know what any other brands that is, you know, producing something similar to this Merkur, so please do let me know in the comment section below. So if you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe and bye bye.